What is up, everybody? My name is Justin from Party Rental Knowledge, and this is my buddy Tariq from Event Hawk. Today, we're going to be building a website. I need a new website. I need to beef up my website. Tariq's pretty good with websites and sales funnels. He's also pretty good in the editor that we're using today, Elementor. So he's basically going to be our guide here. Well, I'm your guide too, but we're gonna both guide you into website design, some best practices, some do's and don'ts, etc. So yeah, for sure, check this out. Is this for IO? This is for WordPress, so technically you can use it on all those platforms. So Tariq, you want to take it away and we kind of start getting into here?
Yeah, great question. Is this for IO? So this is we're going to be using WordPress, and WordPress, all it is it's a website builder, right? And WordPress is what most of the internet right now, or not most, about 30% of websites out there use WordPress right now. So basically one out of 3 websites that you visit today are actually using WordPress. So that's why we recommend you use WordPress. Inflatable Office supports WordPress, BCN supports WordPress, ERS supports WordPress. Some of them support it more than others. Way back when I was, website shopping, I learned about WordPress before I learned about any of these booking softwares. And I found that Inflatable Office actually supported WordPress the most. That's why we decided to go with them, because they really integrate really well with them. So it's a really, really great software. And the cool part for me is that when I heard that 30% of the internet uses it, that means that if you Google right now how to do this on WordPress, you're going to find a million responses. If you Google how to do this in Inflatable Office, you're not going to find that many, right? So Inflatable Office, I think they made a smart move by using primarily WordPress, because you could do tons of stuff, and you don't have to rely on Inflatable Office, a small team. Your team of support now expands to thousands of people across the world who can help you, and you don't have to necessarily rely on just this industry or things like that. So that's why I'm a big fan of WordPress.
This question I'll answer real quick. If you go to IO, they have a free version for like under 10 units, which is exactly what you're asking for. We're gonna keep all the questions to the end. Feel free to ask them right now, and we'll try and go over them towards the end. Or if it's a really good question that's pretty current, I'll pop it up on the screen right now. But we're gonna try and just keep it flowing so we don't get too distracted. But if you ask questions like on something that we're doing on the screen, then I will try and answer that like as fast as I can too, so it keeps it flowing. But as far as like other stuff, like is there any other software and stuff like that, we're gonna keep that towards the end. We're gonna keep the content towards editing right now. So we'll jump right into it to my homepage.
I got an affiliate link too for Inflatable Office that gives you like 2 months free too. So if you guys stick around till the end, we'll
spicy.
All right.
Well, you can go ahead and switch your screen.
All right. You see my screen here?
The infinite screen.
You can see my screen?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So Justin was in here earlier doing a terrible job of editing his website. And he's like, Tariq, can you help me get this? And I'm like, holy moly. So we're going to come in here. We're going to start with a template website that was briefly edited by the business owner. And we're going to show you guys how to go from there. So the cool thing about Inflatable Office is within like an hour, you get this whole basic website built. Justin must have picked these nice mustard and ketchup colors.
I don't know why we changed it to light blue and it repopulated back.
So that's the thing, you have usually 2 choices. Either you start with a template that you're stuck with for life, or you get to build your own website from scratch. I like with Inflatable Office, you get kind of the best of both worlds. They give you a template to start with, and then you can easily edit it. And for most people, it's not easy. So that's what we're going to show you guys today. We're going to show you guys how easy it is to edit with WordPress and Elementor. That's what we're using today. Elementor is the easiest and most popular builder that allows you to literally drag and drop all of these elements here. So all I'm going to do, this is the Inflatable Office website. We're signed in on the back end. All you have to do is click this button here that says Edit with Elementor, and that's it. So once you do that, you're going to be transported into the world of Elementor. I'm going to take over here because I think Justin was editing it earlier. And this takes you to where you can edit your website in real time.
There it goes.
Yep. So this is the dynamic editor. It's basically, it's what you see is what you get. you can change things right here to your website in real time. You can move things around. It's really, really great. You don't have to touch any coding. You don't have to get your hands dirty at all. So go ahead, Justin. This is your website. What is it that you kind of want to see? What is it that you want to change? And we'll show kind of how easy it is.
I need to change. Like, should we get right into inventory right now, or should we save that for a little bit and keep it more design? Because all my inventory is in here, but I just have to like.
Part is this is a WordPress website. This part is inflatable office. So that's what's cool. If Justin decides to switch to another provider tomorrow, he gets to keep this website. The only thing that's going to change is this part. So if I right click here, you see this says inflatable office. So ERS does the same thing, and so does BCN, to where you can use WordPress and just drop in the ERS plugin or the BCN plugin, and you get to keep your same website if you switch providers. And the only part that changes is this. So you're not married to your booking software if you decide to
see, I didn't even know that. So that makes sense. So that's all that I changed that stuff in the back end of IO.
Yeah, and that's the cool part. So you change this in the back end of Inflatable Office, and it automatically updates here. There's a bit of a delay, I think a couple hours, but you can force it to update immediately.
There was a delay at ERS too when I changed some things. I remember that.
Yeah, it's normal. Just it's two different systems, so there's a bit of a delay when they talk to each other. But that's the cool part, for like your SEO. Right. Let's say like you pay a website designer to build you a website, or you do a bunch of work on SEO, and then you decide to switch to another booking software. You lose all that if you're not in something like WordPress, right?
Makes sense. I like that.
It helps for me. That's why I decided to go with with Inflatable Office and WordPress, because I get to keep everything for me, and I'm not I could switch whenever.
And if IO blows up or something, I can just get a different plugin.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully not.
I'm not going to. I'm just saying.
So no, that's I think that's a really important point. And honestly, when I first started, BCN wasn't around, or maybe I didn't know about them. But that's really why I went with them, because I was already familiar with WordPress. And every time I Googled, how to build a website, WordPress would come up, and they're like, "Oh, WordPress is the easiest one to use." So I saw Inflatable Office and WordPress, and I said, great, this is great. So go ahead.
Just switch those pictures back and forth, the picture and the video, just so we can kind of like show them a little bit about what's going on here.
Yep. So this is a video here, and this is an image that we haven't picked yet. So can we put an image in here real quick?
Just so you can throw whatever image.
Yeah. So let's go with, I like this tent picture here. Insert media. Boom. There you go. Not very high quality, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't use that one.
So if I'm just going to switch them around, all I got to do is drag. Boom. That easy. If I want to switch it around.
Click the video real quick and show them. Like, what I like about this, when I'm in my ERS site, I have to go and like take the embedded code from the video and slap it in there and stuff like that. Whereas in this, all I got to do is just drop in the website URL and it auto populates. And then those buttons to the left I thought were cool too, because you can make it autoplay.
So I got rid of the video. And if you want to add a video, so this is Elementor here. This is before we touch anything. You click these dots up here, and you can drag and drop any element you want. So you see video here. If I want to add a video here, I just grab this video and I go like this. Boom. Now we have a video here. So they have their template video. And you don't have to touch any code. I already copied the video link, so I'm just going to paste it in here. And boom, now you have a video. And I could even set it to autoplay, right?
If you want to throw the coolest Christmas party in town.
If it bothers people, you can always set it to mute too, so they have to unmute it.
So I'm going to set it to autoplay, but I'm going to set it to mute, right? So that when people come to my website, it automatically plays, but it doesn't bombard them with sound. So they see it and they're like, "Oh, that looks pretty cool." But they don't have to be annoyed by the sound. And I could even set it to loop. Like, look how easy this is. You usually have to touch a bunch of code and mess with a bunch of stuff just to get, all these things to happen. But it's so easy. You just say, I want it to loop. I want it to go ahead and mute and just automatically play when they arrive on the website. And I think this kind of stuff really sets you apart from the competition. It's YouTube, so you don't have to look. It just looped. It's better than uploading a whole video onto your website, because that could slow it down. This is held on the YouTube server, so it doesn't slow down your website. I think that's pretty cool. This is a great video. Whoever made it, Liam, right? Yeah. So that's
Liam from Urban Hippo did this.
That's awesome. I love this video, and it just kind of keeps auto playing. And again, it just catches attention.
I from a video standpoint, and this is like getting a little nerdy here. keep your videos on loop because then they can't really click stop for a second. Click stop on the video. I'm curious. See now there's other videos. Until they hit stop, they won't see other videos. And if you do it right, people say that they don't like to use YouTube because it's going to suggest other videos for them to watch. Well, if you look at my suggested videos when you do YouTube correctly, there's no other suggested videos there. Those are also my videos.
I hate to burst your bubble, Dustin, but I agree. I didn't like to use YouTube for a while because it suggests other videos and it distracts them away from my website. But Elementor already has you covered. Check this out. Suggested videos, any video or current video channel. Isn't that wild?
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Hit any video. Let's see what's coming up.
So because your SEO is so good, it still did it. Yep. So for most of us, it would show other videos. But
wow, you don't even have to put the effort that I put in to get the same result. That's interesting.
Yeah, you don't have to put the effort, unfortunately. So yeah,
that's crazy.
It helps to have that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I love the Elementor, man. It's just
you can't beat this stuff. That's actually really awesome.
It's so great. So let's show you guys how to add elements. Like what's possible with Elementor. This is our homepage here. Sometimes you don't even know what you want to do, right? Like so if you hit the plus sign here, it adds a section, right? And then when you want to add a section, right, it says you can drag elements here. You can just hit the plus sign. It says, what do you want? 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns. I know in a lot of other in a lot of other builders, this is nearly impossible to do without code. I don't know if you've tried this.
I tried doing this for my newsletter and broke it.
It's very hard, believe it or not, to make columns in most editors. I don't know why it's a big deal for code, but I love that you can just, boom, here's 3 columns. And you can drag one thing here, one thing here, one thing here. So I like that, but let's just go with one structure here. You hit the plus sign. And
let's put in the social proofs because we're going to work on that.
So yeah, so here's everything that's possible. You hit the plus sign. You could pick any one of these elements. There's so many, and it's just really great. So we know what you could just play around. So this is text, image, YouTube video, button. You can just drag a button and boom, now you have a button. I mean, I like to just keep dragging stuff to see what they are. Google Maps. Check out how awesome this is. Boom.
That you can put to the bottom of the page because I need that for SEO.
All right. So what's the name of your business? Just in case? Party Rentals?
Party Rentals.
See if this works. Look at that. So immediately took to his business. It shows the reviews. He didn't have to kind of take a picture. Let's make it a little bit bigger here. I don't know, like 500. Let's do 500. Boom, there you go. So now when people reach this website, they know that he's local, that he's not some 1-800 number. So I'm going to get rid of this button here. Just right click and delete. And I'm going to drag this section. You said you wanted it to the bottom of the page?
Yeah, throw it at the bottom. That's where normally I see them at.
Let's do it. So we're going to go to the bottom here. Here's good.
Bottom is right
there. Here.
Yeah, right there. This way my quote button's below it. So it's when they stop at the end, it's there.
Yep. There you go. So you said you want to put the quote. Okay, cool. Now look at this text here. This is like animated text. That's really cool, right? Like
yep.
How would you even start doing that? Like that's crazy. Well, check it out. If I just click edit here, I can see exactly how they did it. We are the only event rental quote you'll need. So you just put which part you want to highlight.
That's cool.
Look how easy this is, man. I mean, it's honestly unfair. How many probably developers just put out of business and website builders. So and it says, what do you want the highlight to be? You wanted an underline, you wanted a double line, you wanted a double underline, you wanted a curly thing. It's like this.
That's sick.
There's so many cool things you could do. I like that one.
I like that one.
Like a marker. So all right, we'll just keep that one since we both agree. Let's keep going. Let's see what else you could do with this. So I just add a section. I hit plus sign. This is how I learned this. Honestly, I just kept adding stuff to see what they do. Icon. Let's see what that is. All right, so that's just an icon, and they have like an icon library, so you don't have to come up with your own. So you can just whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
But yeah, so if you just wanted to kind of add icons, you don't have to go elsewhere. Let's see. So posts. This is if you have blogs. Gallery. Let's see what this is. So this is gallery. You just add a bunch of images, I guess. Let's see. Let's just do like this. So we're picking a bunch of pictures. There's 5 pictures. Let's see what these look like. Insert gallery. That's pretty cool.
All right, that's sick.
Yep.
I got way better images. I gotta get upload too.
Yeah, I mean, like this is, you need tons of, and I like how they like highlight, you can just, when you click them, it loads up. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see what else. So plus, and so these 9 dots here kind of show you where everything is. So you have, so slides. Let's see what this does here. There's a slideshow, and you kind of pick each heading, what picture you want in there.
Interesting.
So this is our first slide, right? And then there's a heading. Like, look at that animation and stuff.
Oh yeah, you could put. I like that. So you could just. I can put. Leave it at the top.
All right. So here, let's move this to the top. And
I can edit pictures in Canva later.
Yeah. So let's see here. So content. New astronaut slide. I don't know how to spell astronaut. How do you spell astronaut?
ASTRONOU. Oh, wait, hold on. I spelled that. I just messed that up.
All right, let's just go with new slides. Quit embarrassing myself.
ASTRONAUT.
Away. All right, we'll just go with that. And then click here. Where do you want to link them to? You could link them to like your water slides, right? So
yeah, I take it right to the actual product.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna go back to your website here because I don't know, like whatever you could just link. You just put a link here, and then it'll just kind of play. Like here's our new slides. And it'll just autoplay. You could set how many seconds, right? So like slider options, how many seconds you want. So it's 500 milliseconds between each slide. So that's like what, half a second or.
Can you move that text around on the image too? Like say you see how it's right above the slide. Can I put it up and to the right?
Let's see here. So the slide. So if we go to the title. It says you can do the spacing. I think this one you're stuck with. I mean, where you want to move it above the slide? You'd have to edit.
I was trying to have it separate, but it's also going to be. It doesn't separate for each one. I don't think, does it?
Yeah, no, it's going to be. Damn, I'm accidentally like moving stuff. It's too fluid. Yeah, no, you'd have to edit your image for that because it's just centered with this particular.
Yeah, I can just delete the text and have it in the image and have the button there.
There you go. So let's see what else we got. So there's slides, animated headline we already saw down there. So you can do things like this. So you could do our customers love us. So I think that's pretty cool, something like that. See what else we got. So we're just going to click the 9 dots. And let's see here. What's a flip box? That's pretty different. So when you hover over it, it flips. That's pretty cool.
All right, that's interesting as hell.
I would do something like this for your like categories, so like water slides, and then it flips and does something like that. I think that's cool. Your website's gonna look pretty messy, but we'll clean it up. Let's see here. Call to action. And that's just like, you just put a picture with a button. Get rid of that. Let's clean some of these up. So if you guys have questions or special requests, go ahead and put them in the comments. Again, I'm just kind of playing around with all these elements to show them to you guys. Media carousel. So this is just pictures. No, like this is a carousel with a heading. This is just a bunch of pictures, and it just kind of slides through.
That's interesting. When you put the picture in there and you click on it, does it pop up again? Throw an image in there.
So let's throw an image. Insert media. So what was the question?
I check for mobile later, John. After I get the PC set up, then I go for mobile optimization.
Nope, not at all. So you can do that right here. You can go to responsive, and you can switch over to mobile right here, and it'll all be live. You can edit in mobile.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's what I'm saying. I like to get my other stuff done, and then I edit in mobile.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. So you can. You don't find too many editors where you can actually edit in mobile, from what I've seen. Like you can edit it.
Go to that picture thing. All right, hold on. It's getting.
Sorry, I'm all over the place from here.
Go delete that one, not the scroll one.
This one?
Yeah, just delete that. All right, and then click that picture. I'm curious.
So it doesn't at this point. It's not clickable. We haven't attached it to anything.
All right, because it was clickable. The other one lets you click it. It was weird.
You can put a URL here, so you could make it clickable. You just got.
Oh, okay, interesting. I love how versatile this is. Holy crap!
Oh yeah, very. You can even say, "Hey, I want it to open in a new tab, or keep it in the same window." If you really want to go crazy. So let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I could spend hours on this and forget I have a wife and kids.
You want to put the social proofs at the top of the page?
Yeah. So you want? Let's see here. So if we go to the top of the page, this is one of my my favorite features is the counter feature. This is one that I really love. I use this on check that out. So how many deliveries did you do this year, Justin?
I did.
I shouldn't put you on the spot like that, but
it's like 500 or something.
All right, so 500 plus Buffalo families served this year. Something like that. And then we can grab this column here. So let me get rid of this. So if I get rid of these and I grab this column and I duplicate it, I can go here and I could add, I like to add 3. Sometimes they get sticky like this. You just have to save and just refresh. Every once in a while it glitches up like that. Cancel, but save. So this is where you save and then you refresh. It says reload. Yeah, fine. There you go. So if I want to edit this number here, so if you did 500 families, you probably delivered maybe 2.5 items to each. So maybe 1,200 plus rentals delivered. And then I'm going to duplicate it one more time. And I saw, which is pretty impressive, I got to say, in your first year, you got over 70 reviews. It took me 4 years to get 70 reviews because we weren't using EventHawk. But
that EventHawk, baby, I was at 45, 50 already though. But I got a quick 30, and I didn't sign up until the end of the year though. I think it was literally 6 weeks. I got the other, what I did in 2 years.
It works fast, man. It really does. So you can always preview it, preview changes, and see what the customers see. I think that's pretty great. So there's a little off topic here, but with website optimization or conversion optimization, the goal is to get more of the people who click on your website to actually become paying customers or take a valuable action on your site. And one of the biggest missed features, one of the biggest missed tactics that people often miss is optimizing what's above the fold. What does that mean? That's what you see without scrolling at all. Because you guys, and I know, most people, they scroll a little bit and then they'll leave. They don't scroll to the bottom. So if there's something that's important that you want customers to see, you have to put it up closer to the top. The term above the fold came back from the days of newspapers, where if you're looking at a newspaper, if something is above the fold on the first page, you see it without having to open up the newspaper. So that's what you want. That's what newspapers would put on the. That's why they put those big juicy stories, because they know that's going to make you pick up the newspaper and open it up, right? So that's the goal. We want to give them enough information here, enough good stuff here for them to scroll down, right? This video is something great. Reviews, trust factors, these kind of things make them say, oh, okay. Or if you have like a really cool piece. But if you show them something like this, right, which a lot of us do, a lot of us put something like this or just like a boring slide. I'm sorry, guys, as cool as your slide is, half your customers or half your competitors, most of your competitors, all their websites look exactly the same above the fold. Everybody has a boring slider at the top. Customers, what do people do? They slide right past that, right? Or they just ignore it. So I'm a big fan of showing them all my trust factors right at the top so that they know that I'm the person that they want to spend more time on my website because I deliver what I say. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes complete sense, actually.
So this here is kind of too close to the top. So you can edit the margins. So you just click on this section here and you go to advanced. And by default, it's linking, the top and bottom. I'm just going to unlink it here and I can make it a little bit down. Or like if you ever see them where they're up, I mean, there's no reason for you to do this, but you can overlap stuff, like if you wanted to overlap, which there's no reason to do that here. But sometimes you want to overlap like a picture to make it like go into another picture. I know Apple does that a lot in their stuff. So you could do something like this. 50 is like right here. 50 is like a good space between elements. I've learned. And yeah, so I would maybe move this to the top like that. And do you still see it? No, that buries that. So maybe you don't want to put everything to the top. So maybe we put this a little bit higher. But I mean, again, it's up to you. I highly recommend that you guys. This is a little off topic, but 2 things you want to get on your website right away: Google Analytics and a Hotjar or Clarity. And what Hotjar and Clarity do, they actually record people on your website and they show you what they're doing on your website. Like you actually see recordings of people scrolling on your website, what they click, what they don't click. This way, throughout the year, you can make changes to your website and see what's working and what's not.
Can I change it until it says enter your info to view your current specials? I got to go into Event Hawk and I can change it to enter your info to view or to receive a special offer.
Yeah, so that's done from Event Hawk. So this is automatically pulled in from Event Hawk. So you'd have to edit that over there and it'll automatically update here.
Perfect. That's one because I'm thinking about doing that myself too.
So here, like this there's way too much room up there, So let's see. Is that oops?
Can you make it bigger?
So let's see here. I'm going to set all these to 0. I just want to change the top one.
The top one's that one, yeah.
So yeah, I just want to move it up, like so. It's going to be minus like 1,000. So this is actually a pretty good example here. So check this out. Check out what you could do. I mean, this is where it gets really cool if you want to. So let's see. This is minus. We got to do minus. Look at that. You can have it like overlap a little bit. Maybe that's too much, but by having it overlap a little bit, it's like not as like you do sometimes want to get things out of their elements. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it like overlap. It's
less rigid. I like that. Yeah. It's out of the element and into the other one. That's interesting.
Yeah. So let's change the. I mean, you have to maybe play around with the background colors a little bit, but in this case, it's kind of not great. But maybe let's change this background color
just to white,
just to make it white. Yeah, let's just make it white. So background color.
Because then I might be able to delete that picture, and I don't need that either. Then. If it's hard up more, and you can center that other one, that video down a little bit.
Do we have color for this? Sometimes you have to like find the color. There's so many different things to edit.
You just had it.
No, I'm editing something else. I'm not even sure what I'm editing here.
No, it changed for a second.
Let's see. This is background overlay. Is this it? There you go. So that's that there. There you go. Again, that is just an example of.
Delete that picture now.
Which picture? This one?
Yeah. This is the nuances of, oh, what the hell?
Moved up too much. So we can go back and push it down. Let's just go.
Oh, because, yeah, because now it's up too much.
Negative 50. Great, negative 50. Actually, oh yeah, that'll work. And we'll just center it. Be good to go. So something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot better now.
There you go.
Now you can even go to the that, and if you want to center, move that down a little bit, you think, or no?
Move this down. Can. I mean, if you want to. So I'm just gonna unlink this.
Because it'll still be in the fold.
You could even, I wonder, can you change the height of the video? Oh, that's cool. You can even set the start time, end time.
I don't think you can. You can only change it from that little sidebar you showed me. Oh wait, maybe I was wrong.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
well, there you go. Boom.
Sky's the limit. You know, a lot of different things you could do.
Yeah, that's perfect.
There you go.
Should we put a header in there for the landing page?
So right here, if you want to add a header, say plus, and you just drag in this text. Headline. What do you want to do? Buffalo. What do you want to say? Change it to H1.
Well, I want to be ranking for Buffalo Party Rentals.
So Buffalo Party Rentals. And we're going to center it. And this is like the H1, but in this case, if we want to make it other than the default, we can make it extra large. There you go. So if you want to add some text under it, you could add text editor. Just text.
I'm gonna leave. Should it have text for SEO reasons? You want to show that SEO thing?
I'm not the SEO pro, so I don't know. You tell me. Even just
isn't there that SEO optimizer in here in Elementor?
Oh, yeah. That's a good question. So let me get rid of this. So that's a cool thing you brought up here. Sorry, I just have to do this here. I have to move this down a little bit, just because I hate when I'm just gonna do 50. There you go. So yeah, there's a very cool. So you see this SEO thing here. You click that, and it gives you a ranking for this page. Really, really great. 83 out of 100. And it tells you exactly what you need to do to make it better. So the focus keyword here is bounce house rental. You want to change that to, what do you want for this page? What do you want to change it to?
Oh, should it be bounce house rentals?
I think that's what maybe Inflatable Office did, or it's maybe preset to that here. So we could try Buffalo Party Rental. Look at that, it gives you a score immediately. This is pretty awesome. I mean, I'm not telling you not to hire an SEO guy, but if you did want to kind of learn a little bit on your own, this is a really cool way. So it's telling you that the focus keyword does not appear in the SEO title. So let's see here. I haven't played with this much, but I'm guessing the SEO title is the this right here, right? So this says just in case party rentals, but you're trying to rank for Buffalo Party Rentals. So it's telling you that you're not doing a good job here. So you change this. You want me to change that, or?
Isn't that what I should be doing, or should I be trying to rank? So if I rank for my name, that's freaking what you call it. Ranking for my name doesn't really help me, right?
I think
that's national stuff.
I know very little. Again, I'm not, but I think for your homepage, the homepage is hard to rank for anything. So I would say for the homepage, rank for your name and then create separate pages for each city. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So let's change this to just in case party rentals. And there you go. Hooray, your focus keyword is in the SEO title. It looked like crap, though, because it's lowercase. So This, I think you would change this in the site settings. So let's show that. This is an opportunity to show that. I'm going to save. There are global site settings here. If we click here and we click on these 3 lines, I talk really fast sometimes, guys. I'm guilty of that. So if I am, tell Justin to stop me. I don't see the comments.
Feel free to ask any questions too. We're getting towards the end.
So site settings here controls the settings for the entire site. So if I go there, you can change the global colors. I think this is really cool. So everything that's blue, you can change it from right here. I'm gonna save this here so I don't do it. But look how easy it is to change everything on your whole website. So this is not just here. Notice how the header title is changing, this is changing, and this is changing, so that everything matches. It used to be where you have to change this and then change this, and if you forgot to change this, but they're really good at making sure everything matches so the user has a really good
experience. I kind of like that darker blue.
You could change that. That's fine. Like this. Kind of
a little bit more bluer, less gray. But like, yeah, I kind of like that.
It's fine. There you go. You could change it. You can also change the.
You still get that light blue from the other buttons. Ooh.
So you can change global fonts. So you have like the primary font. You can change the font for the whole website. So what's cool again is you don't have to sit here and go to every single. If you decide to change your font or change your colors, maybe you change your brand or you change your logo. You don't have to sit here and change every single page if you got 1,000 pages. Even the buttons. So like if you decide to change the background on the buttons here to that same color. So check this out. So you see all the button colors. Which buttons are these here? Might be looking at the wrong buttons. Oh, I think these. Or not. Somewhere there's buttons changing colors.
No, you did this last time. It's the one you got to go to the global colors.
So global colors.
And it's that light blue one.
Oh, this one here. So let's see what happens when we change this one. Yep. So look, this button color is changing and these button colors are changing. What did you want to put this as?
I was going to leave it with that light blue.
Oh, too late now. Forgot what color that was. All right, no, that's good. There you go, light blue. So that's the site settings there. Site identity, that's the name of the site. So Justin here has it in lowercase, and I can just change it from right here. Just in case party rentals. And party rental and bounce out. I don't know if you want to keep this. So
is that the description that goes in to Google?
This is like the site. This is like the slogan they call it or something like that.
Yeah, it should be 200 characters or less. So try the.
This is not the. I think you're thinking of the description of each page.
Yeah.
So that's not what this is. So let me update this here. This is.
If you want to throw the cool.
Oh, we muted that. So that's here. That's if we click here. This is what you're talking about right here. That's this description.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's separate. That's something else. So I'll let you work on this later. Maybe we could do a different one for SEO. But that's how you would change that. But I think it's really cool. So you're at 80 of 100. It tells you that you have to put the SEO metadata. You have to put the keyword in there, so you could work on all that. But beyond that, I mean, it's pretty easy, drag and drop. You want to look at some other elements, or you want to go somewhere else?
Let's see here.
Any questions?
Should I do like a button underneath this that's just a call to action button or something?
Yeah, so we could, if we want to add a button right here, like up here, or
probably should go up, right?
Up where?
Because it's a CTA. So underneath the social proofs.
Yeah, like right here. So if we want to put a button right here.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can just add a button and just say.
You can center it too, right?
Yep. You can center it. And with your call to actions, you wanna always think about commitment. What are you asking? If you say book now, all right, That's a very big commitment for somebody who just landed on your site. So
I like check availability.
check availability is a very good one because it's not add to cart. It's not book now. Availability. Did I do that right? So check availability. It's right there. And if I really wanted to, I could put a calendar picture or something up there, and then I would just link that. I would just link this this button to something else. Here's what I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of having multiple call to actions. All right, and check this.
They go to the same place.
Check it. No, watch what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to call this one check
by date
coupons. Right. So
okay.
This is going to get you if, and I like to do the round, the border radius. So I'm going to do this here.
Yeah, keep it less square.
And you can do like a shadow. Check that out. Boom.
Oh wow.
I mean, you could literally charge for this, and people would think that you're like a pro, and all you're doing is just using Elementor. So we're gonna do, let me do 15 here. So this is one of my favorite features here, is this here. So if I go here, okay, and I give this element, I want to send this let's see here. So I'm gonna, all right, so let's just do this. So I have check availability, sorry, check for coupons. I'm gonna send that to here, okay? But let's just do one more, just for, and I like to do all the work on one and then duplicate it so I don't have to redo the work. Let's just say this one here.
Best practice, honestly, in this type of stuff.
What's up?
That's best practice to duplicate this type of stuff.
So check this out. So shop now, I want that to go here, right? So watch what you can do. This is a little more advanced, but it's really not that hard. You got to click on where you want it to go first, okay? So I want it to go to this section. I go to advanced, and I give it a class. Is it a class? Or no, I'm sorry, CSS ID, right? So all I got to do, I'll give this a name. So this is my, let's just say shop, right? So this is my shop. I'm going to call this shop. All I got to do is go to this button here and check out how cool this is. It says, where do you want this button to go when it's clicked? Instead of putting a link, I'm going to put shop, hashtag shop, and watch how cool this is. It scrolls down.
Yep.
How awesome is that?
It's just like the newsletter.
It's like really, really, I had to pay a developer to do that for your newsletter, but because it wasn't done on WordPress. But with WordPress, it's just so smooth. And on mobile, it's like, on mobile, that's really important because people don't want to scroll that much. So like, let's see what it looks like on mobile here. And you can put them side by side if you wanted. But so if I go shop now, it takes me right there on mobile. So I don't have to sit here and scroll past all this stuff.
Yeah, I gotta clean this up on mobile a lot.
Yeah, so on mobile, you can have, that's the cool part. So check this out. So if I go here, I go to this column and I go to responsiveness, I can have a different one for mobile than for desktop, right? So I can change things for desktop. I can have certain things show on mobile that don't show on desktop, and vice versa. So yeah, so that's you can change. You could put them side by side if you want, on mobile, or keep them that way.
How do you use side by side on mobile?
I haven't done it in a while. Let me see. So if I do responsive. I'd have to see how I did that recently. I can look real quick because I recently did it on my own website for our deals. So what was it exclusives, I think? All right, here we go. So I did these. So these are, by the way, all the deals you get with being an inflatable R or with Event Hawk. So let's see here. Let's see if I still have it that way. So if I go to mobile and I go to this, there you go. So we have these side by side. And how did we do that? So let's see, click column width on mobile. There you go. So we go here and we go here, click on, oops, click this. So if I click on this column here and it says column width on mobile, I'm going to make it 30, right? Because I want 3. So you do something like that. There you go, 30. So obviously, like you said, you have to kind of play around with these. But again, all you got to do is move some things around, and you're not at the mercy of anybody but yourself. This looks terrible, but let's go back.
Take a button out.
What's up?
So you can always take a button out on mobile and stuff too, probably.
You can. Yep. So you could call this one coupons, for example. Availability. I probably want to check availability. These are just examples. Let's see if that's a little bit better. So let's call this one shop. All right, so this is where the margins come into play and the text. So you may not be able to fit all 3 like that without making the text smaller. So you'd have to kind of decide whether you want to get rid of one of them.
Just get rid of coupons.
Yeah, there you go. So let's see what we're at now. We have 2, and we give each one a margin of 30. So if we just do 50-50, you go. That's 50. You go. So it's an example here, but really there's very little that you can't do in Elementor on your own. Again, I mean, with a little bit of images and some TLC, this has the potential to be a really great site. And you could hover over any element, and that's what I like about Inflatable Office. It already comes pre-built with a lot of these elements. So if you like something and you want to make another one of it, you just click it and you duplicate it and you go from there. Before we wrap up, let me just see if there's any other noteworthy elements that are really, really cool that we'd be missing out on. Countdown timer, if you have like a sale going on, right? You could just put, like, or how many days until Christmas, or, just how many days until the season starts up, or when your new products are going to be available. Like, this would take some serious coding to do.
That'd be interesting to do, like Buffalo Christmas rentals or something.
Yeah, you could do that.
And then just do how many days until Christmas and just leave it up there all year.
Yeah, yeah, you could do that. There you go. You could link to your Facebook page so people can like your page.
Oh, that's sick.
Yep. Social icons. You put your TikTok and all that good stuff here. Everything is drag and drop. Let's see. Anything else that I know we'll miss out on later? I'm sure there's more, but again, that's, you just kind of have to come in here and drag and drop a bunch of stuff and just see what you like. So I'll get rid of these so that you have a functional demo site. There you go.
Sweet, man. Interesting.
All direct. I'll get rid of these. Do you want to keep these buttons or?
You can just change the one that says coupons to, or wait, I'll leave it. It's fine.
I can change it later.
I can have them shop on the page. They're not leaving the page.
So you can you could send the coupons one here. So I'm gonna go to this column here, go to this particular element, go to advanced, go to CSS ID, and I'm gonna call it coupons, and I'm gonna send this button to coupons. So when they click it, it's in there, especially on mobile. Oh, did I do that wrong? How'd that happen? Where's that form? Did we hide the form on mobile?
Oh no, it's weird.
That's weird. It's not on mobile. Must be something with the margins.
Yeah, it's just not even populating.
Yeah, it's weird. I have to look at that. That's pretty much it. Any questions? Anything else you want to look at?
Yeah, does anybody have any questions they want to check out? Any like different Event Hawk questions or IO questions
I'll
too?
stop my share.
Let's see here. Let's just do this. Anybody got any questions, concerns, comments? Yeah, I normally ask that, and then I don't leave right away, and I keep talking so that people have time. Would Event Hawk work for a service entertainment company?
Service entertainment. I mean, Event Hawk really works with anything. It's just a basic setup, basic sales funnel. We have doctors using it, lawyers, boring businesses. I think we just had a physical therapy place. We had 5 water pumps.
I'm using it for my newsletter.
Yeah, using it for your newsletter. Like I said, we had 5. I think for service entertainment. I'm guessing you mean.
He does magician stuff and dinosaur rentals and foam parties and.
So all you need one of 2 things to do really, really well with Event Hawk on the sales side. On the review side, if you're just trying to get reviews, we literally have people use Event Hawk just to get reviews. That's going to work for anybody. But you need one of 2 things. Either you need a website that gets decent traffic, because think of Event Hawk as a really good salesman. That's what it was built for. At the end of the day, I built Event Hawk for my own rental website because I needed more bookings. And Event Hawk is a really good salesman. But if you don't have anybody in the store, Event Hawk has nobody to sell to, right? So you have to have a website with a lot of traffic. And Event Hawk, you're going to see results almost immediately.
Or traffic.
What is it?
You don't even need a lot. You only need some traffic, really.
It's got a really high conversion rate. Think about it like this. Without Event Hawk, only 3 out of every 100 people that visit your website are going to talk to you. With Event Hawk, that number is at least 15 usually. 15 to 40 is what we're finding. 15 to 40% of people at least start engaging with you. That's why it works so fast. The other thing, if you don't have a website with a lot of traffic, you need a big social media following. So you can link it to your social media so that when they click, contact us or whatever, it takes them to Event Hawk. We have people do it like on their link tree with Instagram and things like that. And they get them texting with them, and because it combines your Facebook messages and Instagram messages. So that's another way that it works. Nothing is more annoying to me than having to go to 4 or 5 different apps to talk to customers. My text, my Facebook Messenger, Instagram, Google My Business. With Event Hawk, everything's in one place, and it's just a lot easier. So you get faster response times and happier customers. So yes, to answer your question, absolutely. As long as you have one of those 2 things.
Perfect. Let me see here. You got people messaging me questions too, I think. Chad was asking if this is my new homepage. So if you haven't seen it already, I got a monthly newsletter. Check that out. There's a bunch of deals and information in that. The link will be in the description here. There's also all my videos too. If you haven't seen it yet either, check out my my YouTube channel. I have a whole playlist that I just released for IAPA. So there's a bunch of different IAPA videos out there now too. Different interviews with different people. Tariq's interviews there. Check out the Event Hawk interview.
That was a long time ago, man. That was we were
2 weeks ago, man. I do it right though. It's gonna be there forever now.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago we had an interview.
It was only like 2-3 weeks ago was IAPA.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought when last time we did one of these StreamYard things. Oh yeah.
Oh no, we did an interview before too. No, I'm talking about that interview.
Man, IAPA was a blur, man. Like right now, thinking back to IAPA, it's like, my feet are so much happier.
Yeah, exactly. So there's videos from IAPA that if you didn't get to go, or if you did go and you didn't get to really have full-on conversations with some people you missed, or you want to learn some more, as always, like the channel provides more education. So check out the IAPA playlist. I'm adding more and more videos. I still have like more than half of them I got to upload.
It was fun, man. It was a week. It felt like a year.
I need to. I really got to strategize next year because just to get more content. But hope you liked the video. Hope you learned some stuff from this. If you need more questions on like editing or something like that, or Event Hawk stuff, check out S Tariq. We're more than happy to help you. Once I learn more and more about this, I'm more than willing to help you guys. So
It's a lot of fun.
be safe, everybody, and stay safe and stay tuned.
Thank you,
Like
guys.
and subscribe.
Thanks, Justin.
Thanks, brother.